First of all, I'd like to thank everybody for coming to our business workshop. My name is John. I'm the CEO for Amerishop Financial. I'm going to talk a little bit about my background, talk a little bit how I got into the business, and how you guys can, what you guys can do to get into our partnership program. Well, as you see, I've been in the financial business for 25 years. My background is communication, but I got into the traditional financing. In the last 5 years, I had a friend of mine that introduced me to MCA business, which is it's called alternative loans. And ever since I got into the alternative business in the last 5 years, I've been very successful. As I can show you guys here, I've been to the way, excuse me, the way I got into the business was that the MCA 5 years ago, I have a friend of mine from New York. He kept telling me, hey John, why don't you try the alternative business? It pays a little bit more and it pays quicker. So I said, okay. So I went to one of his seminars. Bear in mind that when you go to one of these seminars, you know, they're pretty expensive. It was a weekend seminar. I paid $2,000 to go to the seminar. And then in those 2 days that I went to the seminar, you choose whatever program you like to do. His programs were between $5,000 all the way up to $20,000. It depends what program you're gonna get. And in this business that we're in, we're looking at spending about $75,000 if you want to get into the franchise. We cut all those expenses for you guys. I made a nice program, a nice agent program where it can become a passive income for you guys. Last year, my team did over $20 million in 2022 in residential, commercial, and business loans. This year we have planned to do triple the amount, double or triple the amount for this year, for 2023. We have different ideas, better lending, and different programs that we're going to work with. Also, so what I'm going to end up doing is that I'm going to talk about the program. I'm going to teach you guys about the business loan. I'm going to teach you guys about residential, commercial, a little bit of everything, what our package includes, okay? The experience, my experience to you guys is that I want to have all of you guys join our agent partnership and make money with us, okay? Now, what I'm going to talk about is traditional and alternative lending. Does anybody here know what a traditional lending is and alternative lending? Anybody here?
No.
No? Do you know? What's traditional lending?
Mortgage, normal mortgage.
Okay, almost. What about alternative lending?
Private.
Yes, you're correct. All right. So, very good, very good. So, let me explain. Traditional lending is anything that has to do with a bank or with a credit union. Okay. So, if you get a traditional lending, you get a working capital or a line of credit. Okay, working capital, it says exactly what it is. It's working capital. It's for you to go to the bank, say, listen, I need working capital so I can have some cash flow, so I can continue doing my business or expanding my business. Okay, line of credit. Line of credit is anything like you want to buy something overseas and you're going to send the company that you're going to buy it from, you're going to send them a line of credit. That's like an ACH or wire money. Okay. Personal loans, very simple. Has anybody here gotten any personal loans? Anybody? Okay, you've gotten a personal loan? No? Okay. A personal loan is you go to the bank, you ask them, listen, I want to get $10,000, $15,000. They turn around and say, okay, you're going to fill out this application, and then when you fill out the application, you bring it back and you give them everything that they asked for. Okay? That's going to be a personal loan. Okay? Business credit card and personal credit cards.
Yeah.
Credit cards?
Yeah, credit cards.
Okay. Okay. So, it's very simple also. A business credit card and a personal credit card. What you do is that you go to the bank, you fill out an application, you wait a couple of days, 5 days, you get approved, and they tell you how much your credit card is for, and then you use your credit card as revolving credit. Okay? Short-term commercial and long-term commercial. Okay, the short-term is 1 to 3 years. The long-term commercial is 4 to 10 years. Okay, it's just going in there, getting a business loan in a short-term, 1 to 2 years, or the long-term commercial. Okay, equipment financing. For example, you want to buy a tractor, you want to buy a trailer, anything for your business, you go to the bank or credit union and you get the loan to be able to purchase that product. Okay, this was the line of credit, and this is the letter of credit. I confused it. The letter of credit is the one that you send out to the other country and you purchase what you want to get. A lot, which is a line of credit, is what you get with your business. Okay, they'll give you a term. You get approved for a certain amount. They'll give you a term for that amount of money that you get. An SBA. Does anybody know what the SBA is?
No.
Okay, SBA has become very, very popular in the last 4 or 5 years, especially after COVID. We have different types of SBA loans. We have SBA 7. The SBA 7, what does it do? It gives you up to $5 million. If you want to purchase a warehouse, you want to have capital, working capital to be able to purchase something, they'll give you up to $5 million. The SBA 504, it gives you up to $350,000. And what that does is that it gives you a little bit of play money, but you don't have to give so much paperwork for all this to be able to get the SBA 504. Now, when you get a traditional loan, the problem with the traditional loan is that, number one, ever since COVID, the banks have been a little bit stricter about the loans. So what they're doing is that if you're a business owner and you go and get yourself a loan with them, a traditional, you're looking for 30 days, 60 days sometimes. And then afterwards they'll even tell you you decline. You have to give them an arm, a leg, your firstborn, because why? Because they ask for so much paperwork. It drives everybody crazy. And they're being really, really strict on on traditional loans. Okay, that's why the private investors, which is the alternative loan, which is called merchant cash advance. Okay, merchant cash advance, it's the type of loan where we're actually advancing a business their invoices, what they're factoring. Okay, it's not like invoice factoring. Invoice factoring is something else than merchant cash advances. Okay, we'll talk about that in a few seconds. So that's the problem with traditional bank, is that it's just a headache. A lot of people owns a small business. They want to go get quick cash because they want to buy something, buy equipment, do payroll, and they go to the bank, and the bank gives them all this headache about, no, you need this, and then what happens with the business owner? You got bad credit. Business owner, less than 3 years. There's a static that anything less than, if a business, usually the business closes 3 years or sooner, is because of cash flow. Okay, that's where we come in. We try to help the small business to be able to get cash flow and be able to expand their business and go to where they want to go to. Okay, so that's the part of the traditional. Alternative loans. Okay, what is it and how it works? Okay. Here's the good part. This is where we all make good money. Which, we still make money with traditional loans. It just takes a lot longer to get paid. Okay? Alternative lending, we have MCA, merchant cash advances, like I was saying. It's very simple, quick, and we all get paid. Alright? How does that work? For example, we have our call center. At our call center, we have the sales rep. The sales rep makes a phone call. Now bear in mind, we do not do cold calling, okay? We don't do anything with cold calling. All we do is social media, and we do what's called automatic robot intelligent, which it's a text messaging that goes back and forth through our CRM system that we have, okay? So what does that mean? That means that the customer, our sales rep gets in touch with the customer. The customer, the sales rep tells the customer what they're offering. The customer tells them what they need. Once they come to an agreement, the sales rep will send them an application, and then lets them know that they have to send back the application with their last 3 months bank statements. Okay, we don't look at credit. Okay, all we do is we look at 3 months of bank statements, and depending on the 3 months of the statement, as our underwriter gets it, they'll see if they can afford it and how much they can afford. And then once they get a pre-approval, we give them a call and we tell the customer, look, this is how much we approved you for. This is what the terms and conditions are. If you accept, we can go forward. Customer accepts, the customer sends us a void check and a copy of the ID. When we get the copy of the ID and the void check, the underwriter turns around, does the contract, and then sends out the contract to the customer. Customer fills it out, sends it back to us. Then we go ahead and do what's called a funding call. Okay, once the funding call goes through, then if it's before 5 o'clock, we go ahead and we lend them the money the same day. If not, they get the money the following day. That's how quick we work, okay? So remember, anything that has to do alternative, it's private investment money, okay? And private investment money, which is just a bunch of investors, hedge funds guys that put all their money together, and they get they'll get a broker or anybody like that to go ahead and start distributing their money out, okay? So that's how the MCA works. It's very simple. Once the customer gets funded, we get our commission, period, okay? And that's how quick it is. Now, for residential and commercial, okay? Residential, commercial, simple. We have different programs in residential, commercial. We also do the private investment. We also have FHA and conventional, okay? Which means that if a customer wants to, customer has good credit and they don't want to put too much down payment, the 3% with FHA or conventional, what do? If the customer doesn't want to put down the 20% and they want to put just 3%, they'll do the FHA, okay? If a customer doesn't want to go through all the headache and they don't want to, they don't want to give all the paperwork, we have the no doc, which means that they put down 20%, and then they'll be able to go forward with one of our private investment loans. It doesn't mean just because it's private investment, it doesn't mean that the interest rates are super high like before. It used to be 13%, 12%, no. It might be a couple of points over what the regular residential FHA is, okay? The only advantage with the FHA is that they don't have to put down the 20%. That's the difference, because the FHA conventional, they do ask for a lot of paperwork, okay? Any questions on residential and conventional loans?
No.
No questions. Okay, very good. We also have 2 more programs, which is the ERC and the Business Credit Building Program, okay? Now, bear in mind, I want you guys to know that in our program, okay, the Agent Partnership Program, is that you'll be able to make money vertical ways, okay? What do I mean about making money vertical ways? It's because we have a call center that sits 125 seats, okay? And those 125 seats that we have in that call center, they have 95% ratio in closing a customer. Why do they have 95%? It's because the other 5% are people that are lying, are doing fraud, or they altered their bank statements or anything like that. The other 95% is that we have a program to offer them. Now you gotta remember, these customers are calling, are submitting inquiries because they want a loan. It's not that we're gonna get a phone and make a cold call. No, what we do is that we call customers that are interested already. Those leads come into us and we have our call center that are calling and closing, okay? So, and the 95% is because, number one, we have the merchant cash advance. That's a customer that doesn't have good credit, that doesn't have a long time in business. They can't get, they got declined through the banking system, okay? The other one we have is a customer that has good credit, has a business that's been established for a while, and they don't want to pay those high interest rates with private investment. So what do? We put them through the traditional one, and they're willing to wait 15 days, 20 days to get paid, to get funded, okay? Now you have a customer that has bad credit, but doesn't want to pay the high interest rates on an MCA cash advance. What do? We have a department that takes care of all our credit repairs. Once they fix the credit on the customer, they send it back to us, and then from there we'll be able to continue that lead to close it. Now let's say, for example, a customer don't want to go through those expenses. They don't want to they just send the application because they want to feel us out. They want to see who we are. We have a program that we call, which is the Business Credit Building Program. Okay. How does the Business Credit Building Program works? Okay. The Business Credit Program works for any person that has a new business, that wants to start a business, or that even has a business that's been around for 5 to 10 years, but doesn't know how to build their credit and business credit. Build their business credit. So what do? They go to the bank and they say, oh, I want to get a business credit card. They turn around, they get a business credit card, but they put their information, their social, as a personal guarantor. Okay, that's a no-no. Okay, remember, if you got a business, you must separate your business from your personal, because the day of tomorrow, you never know, your business goes bankrupt, and who they're gonna go after? They're gonna go after you, and then they're gonna ruin your credit. And it takes 7 years to fix your credit unless you have big money to pay and clean your credit out. All right. So what do? We train our people to just do the personal credit on the personal. Do the business credit on the business. Okay. We have an advisory team that actually gets the client by the hand and goes step by step and explains every single step of the business credit. How does the business credit work? For anybody, like I said, no business, new business, has a business. Okay, the first 30 days are very crucial. Okay, what we do the first 30 days is that, let's say for example, a customer does not have anything, they're new. What we do is we help them open up their business, whichever state is in. We help them open up a business account. We help them with a virtual number, a virtual address. Then we get them, the first 30 days, we get them in-store credit cards. What are in-store credit cards? In-store credit cards will be Lowe's, Home Depot, a gas card, a Visa gas card that you can use anywhere in the United States with, if you have mechanical breakdowns, it's also good for that. After the 30 days that it's been established with Dun & Bradstreet, TransUnion, and Equifax, then what we do is that we go in and we go ahead and after the 30 days they established with the Dun & Bradstreet, we'll give them a Visa or MasterCard. Well, not us, the banks will give them a Visa, MasterCard under their business name. Remember, without using your personal information as guarantor, okay? They'll give you a Visa, MasterCard, depending how much you deposit in your bank account, okay, is what you're gonna get. So, for example, if you deposit $2,000 a month, don't expect to get a $50,000 credit card. It's not gonna happen. You have to work yourself little by little. So the way it's gonna work is that you deposit $2,000 a month, you're gonna get a credit card maybe for $1,000, $1,500. You'll get 1 or 2 credit cards and they'll continue working like that, okay? The third month, we go ahead and you can start getting a house or a car under the business, okay? Sometimes we can get it on the first month, depending how much money you want to put down. But remember, the program is all about building your business credit, okay? It's a 12-month program. After the 30 day, after the 60, 90 days, you're building already your business with a mortgage under your company name, a car under your company's name, without using your personal credit, okay? That's very important. Sometimes it's quicker to do a business credit than doing your personal credit. With your personal credit, if it's ruined, it can take you several months to fix, depending how bad it is. But with the business credit, we can get it up within 60 days, 60 to 90 days, you're already up and have credit with us. Not with us, but through your business, okay? So, any questions about business credit? Anything that you need to know? What? Nothing? Okay. Let's go to the ERC. Okay. Employee Retention Credit. All right. Ever since COVID, all the businesses have been applying for ERC. ERC, what is ERC? ERC started, it's like a business credit towards the business that they get up to $26,000 per employee, okay? So, what it is that if you had W-2 employees in 2021 and 2022, you can apply for employee retention credit, okay? You get up to $26,000 per credit. It's not that you're guaranteed, like a lot of these brokers out there say, no, I'm gonna get you 26,000. It's all BS, okay? It goes by different categories and how you can get to the ERC up to the 26,000, okay? And we still got time to offer that to our clients, all right? We still have about a year or so to continue offering the employee retention credit. So for example, a customer doesn't want a business loan because it's not what they thought it was. They don't want an MCA. They don't want to do the residential and commercial. They don't want none of that. But what you can do is you can offer the sales rep can offer the ERC. It's just like that. So you're getting paid in all these different programs that we have to be able to offer the customer, okay? Now, getting back to the business credit, okay, because I sidetracked a little bit on the business credit, all right? On the business credit, like I said, it was 12 months, all right? If you're looking into 12 months and you are a person that has been in business for 10 years, you're saying, well, I've been in business for 10 years, I have a Dun & Bradstreet number, why can't I get business credit? Or I do have a Dun & Bradstreet and my score is only 20 instead of being 80, okay? What is it? It's because a lot of customers don't know how to go through to be able to get properly the business credit through Dun & Bradstreet, TransUnion, and Equifax, okay? Anybody that has a business that's already established, okay? Established, remember, you could still join our program as a new person or however it is. We still will get you from the hand and teach you exactly what you need to do to be able to get to the scores that you need to, okay? So please, just so you guys know, if you have a business that you're doing, that you already have done in Bradstreet, and you already have an address, it can be just a little glitch that you're missing, that you haven't been able to get to the scores that you need to get to. And that's what we have. We have over 30 years, our team, and expertise in being able to help businesses to get to what they need to the points that need to be exactly to be able to get that business credit, okay? So the next one we're gonna go to, okay, I'm sorry, give me 1 second. I sidetracked it, okay.
I have a question. Well, about the business credit. If the business needs a cash flow to pay, I don't know, to the suppliers and all that stuff, that kind of credit is for that, or I'm lost?
Which credit are you talking about? You're talking about, what is that you're...
I have a business,
okay.
And so I have to pay suppliers and all that stuff, but I don't have enough cash flow. That credit is for that?
Yes.
Only to build, I don't know, to buy a warehouse or something?
No. Okay, so the question that you're asking is that you're looking for money to be able to pay off products that you're buying from another. Okay, so in other words, that one will be either the traditional loan or the alternative loan, depending if you have patience or how quick you need the money. That's when we have to turn around and see which program will best fit you. See, usually what we do is that the sales rep in the call center, what they do is that they turn around and they interview the customer, because due of all the different programs we have, they interview the customer first, they talk to the customer and they ask them, what is it exactly that you're looking for? What kind of loan are you looking for? What do you need the loan for? Once the sales rep understands properly what kind of loan they're looking for, then they'll turn around and say, okay, this is the way we can go. For example, you need an SBA loan or working capital. It doesn't have to be an SBA, because our working capital loans, we're doing it between 7 to 10 days, okay? So which means is that they'll say, okay, we can get you a working capital within 7 to 10 days. You qualify to get a working capital, done deal. Or for example, customer says, well, I don't want nothing with a working capital. I want to see if I can get with the SBA. Now, the problem with the SBA loans is that it's taken let's say about 2 to 3 months, okay? We're doing a little bit quicker. We're doing it between 4 to 6 weeks, the SBA loans. But there's customers out there that are willing to wait. But if you need the money right away and they have to use it because they gotta buy, they need the cash flow, they got a payroll on Friday, so the best way to go is the alternative way on the MCA, okay? So that's the way you'll be able to get your cash flow on that part. Question?
And could you explain more about alternative lending?
Okay, on the alternative lending part is, you gotta remember, what we do is that our call center will get in touch with the customer, okay? The customer will let them know what they're looking for. The sales rep will turn around and say, okay, I'm gonna send you an application. That application is simple. All they have to do is fill out the top part with their information, with the business information, the middle part with their information, and sign it. And then send us over 3 months of bank statements. The last 3 months. Minimum to be able to apply for an MCA is that they have to do $10,000 a month deposit minimum per month for the last 3 months. If they do below $10,000, we can still do it, but that's called microfunding, which means it's going to cut their whatever amount they're going to ask. If they're asking for $15,000 because they're doing $10,000 a month, we could probably do it. But if they're asking for $15,000 and they're only depositing $7,000 a month, it's not going to happen.
So what if you wanted to buy a house that was around 300, 400,000?
To be able to use the cash flow from the alternative lending to purchase the house?
Yes.
Now that, you could do that. I mean, I actually do have a customer in Miami that they get cash flow out and purchase property to rent. So it could be done, but it has to be a business that has to be doing, because let's say I'm gonna ask 20% of down payment for the house, okay? What happens there is that you're gonna have to show the cash flow, where you're getting the cash flow. And on top of that, your deposits of your business has to be at least $1 million a month to be able to get approved for a $300,000 or $400,000 approval on that, okay? But it can be done. I do have a customer that does that now as we speak. They're rotating their money. They use the money to buy properties and they pay off the loan. And then again, now you guys have to remember, our merchant cash advances is not like a traditional loan. A merchant cash advances, the way it works is that it gives you a time frame. We tell you, okay, I'm gonna let you borrow this money. For example, I'm gonna let you borrow $10,000, and these $10,000 you're gonna pay it to me within the next 80 days or 120 days, and you're gonna pay it either daily, weekly, depending the industry it is, within those 120 days or 80 days. Now, with traditional, they give you 5 years, 3 years, 2 years, whatever, revolving credit. So merchant cash advances is more for a business to be able to take care of what they need to take care of in that moment. Okay, if you're gonna use the cash advance for something else other than your business, then it's a no-no. Because what you're doing is that you're opening up a hole to cover up another hole to open. You can't live like that. So usually the cash advances are more for business-wise. So you can, you're gonna be able to make payroll. You're gonna be able to pay that MCA off. Okay, that's what cash advances are more used for. Strictly businesses. That's all we advise customers to use it for. Strictly businesses, nothing personal. Okay. Any other questions out here?
Yes. Following with his question, I'm a realtor and I have a lot of clients that have cash or different ways of making money, not the bank specific to get into a mortgage. Do you have something for them to get them into a house, residential house?
So you're talking about like private money where your customer has the cash, he has a 20% to put down.
Yeah, or they probably don't have a social security number, or they probably don't have, they have the social...
Good question. Very good question. Okay. So, what she's asking is that she has a customer that, she's a realtor and she has customers that don't have social security numbers, but they have the 20% to put down payment. Okay. And yes, we do have programs for that. Okay. Usually, we're doing a program right now in different parts in the country, and what that program does is that program, we open up a business for the customer, which is the Business Credit Building Program. Okay. We open up the business for them. We get them what's called a TIN number. Okay. After we open up the business with the TIN number, we establish it for 30 days, and then we can go ahead and do the 20% down and put the house under their name. We are actually doing that with a couple of investors in Mexico right now, that what they're doing is that they're purchasing the business credit program, and with the business credit program, we're getting them a TIN number, and we're waiting for the 30 days. After the 30 days, then we can go ahead and give them a mortgage on whatever property they're looking for. So yes, we do have a program for anybody that doesn't have a social, which will be the business credit building. We can work with them on that. Okay?
So you will land with TIN numbers, because I also have clients that have TIN numbers and stuff like that.
Yes. We do a lot of business with clients that have TIN numbers. Because remember, like I said at the beginning, the idea is to have your business separate than your personal. So a lot of our customers that don't want to use their personal information and buying properties, they use what's called the TIN number. Okay. Usually it might be a little bit more down payment. It can go up to 25%. Okay. Maybe 30%. It's depending on the scenarios, because some of these TIN numbers, like the person I was telling the gentleman over here, my customer in Miami, she has a TIN number and she's purchasing the property. She got money from a Virgin Cash Advance, and she's using that money to buy a property under the business name with her TIN number. Okay. Always remember, the interest might be, it can be a point more, whatever, but still it doesn't matter, because once you establish that credit, it's good. We can refinance it again. Now, that TIN number of hers, as I was saying, is that she's already got credit on that TIN number. She's been using it for a year already. So she's already has really good credit, and we're working with her on that one. So every customer is a different scenario. That's what I'm saying. In this business that I'm going to teach you guys to become a partner with us, is that you have different ways in closing closing the customer. Okay, our salespeople that we have are sharks. Okay, I mean, once they get online with one of those clients, okay, they don't let them go. All right, they don't let them go. They are on top of them, one way or another. They're finding out how they're gonna close that deal. Okay. That's the way our salespeople are, and that's what I'm saying about 95%. Yes.
About the invoicing factory, how does it work?
Okay, invoice factoring can go into two different ways. We can call it alternative, or we can call it traditional. Okay, it's really in the middle. Okay, invoice factoring, the way it works is really simple. Let's say, for example, you have a business, you're doing business here in the United States, and your business is here. Now, bear in mind, we can also do international invoice factoring, but let's just talk about the United States, okay? Invoice factoring with your company here in the United States, and you have 10 companies, and those 10 companies, you give them 60 days, 45 days, 90 days, 120 days to pay you, okay? What we do is that we turn around and we give you 85%. The approval, the first time the approval takes 7 days. But after the 7 days, okay, every day you get deposited your money when you're giving us your invoices. So the 85%, let's say for example the total is $100,000. Okay, we'll give you 85% of, once you get approved, 85% of those 100,000. Okay, once the customer pays the rest to us, we'll give you the remaining balance. Okay? There is a fee. The fee varies. Okay? It can be from 1% all the way up to 2% of the invoice that we charge. Okay?
It depends on the amount, right?
It depends on the amount that we're invoicing and all that, and that's what we come charging you between the 1 to 2%. Okay? And it's a really good program for a lot of companies out there. We have a lot of staffing agency companies that do that with us on the invoicing, because they use the money for payroll. So what it is that these staffing agency companies, they're out there, and there's a lot of, this company owes them $80,000, another company owes them $50,000. bear in mind that the staffing agency company, what they have to do is that they have to dish out all that money to pay their employees and then wait another 30 to 60 days, depending on the contract they have, to get paid. And we're talking a couple of dollars, okay? So that's where we come in and we give them the cash flow that can help them get the invoicing, which is cheaper than the merchant cash advance, but we have, it depends the customer, depends the agency, depends the clients that, decide to get into this program on there.
Yeah, you can increase your business with that.
Exactly, because you'll be able to have cash flow to be able to continue operating and expanding. Because the idea is that if you start off with one staffing agency, let's go to the staffing agency. If you start off with one of the staffing agencies, and that staffing agency you have, let's say for example, 100 employees, okay, and you're growing and you want to continue growing, you're not going to be able to grow. Why? Because of the cash flow, like I said.
Yeah.
90% of the businesses in the United States close within the first 3 years. Why? Because of cash flow. Okay? So, with the invoicing factoring, it gives them a cash flow. It doesn't cut in too much in their profits, and they'll be able to expand more.
Yeah.
Okay?
Exactly. Thank you.
You're welcome. Any more questions? No? Yes, sir?
So if I wanted to buy a home, could I use an FHA loan?
Yes, you can. We do, like I said, we do have FHA conventional. The thing with the FHA is that they will ask you a lot of questions. Okay, they will ask for a lot of paperwork. Okay, advantage you put down 3%. Okay, as low as 3%, and they do have no docs, but still you gotta come up with more information than really needed. Okay? So it's not hard, but it's good because of the program. It's a good program. Any other questions?
Yeah, I have a small daycare business. So can I use the MC loans to buy a thing that I need?
The things.
Yeah. So the way that is that you guys got to remember on the MCA loans, okay? On the MCA loans is to expand your business. Anything that has to do for inside your business, okay? So if you have the daycare center and you need to purchase more cribs, or if you need to do payroll, okay? Anything like that, yes, you can use it. Also, if you have a real estate company, okay, you can use the money for the real estate, okay? It's all business-wise, all right? All we don't want is for the client to use the money for personal things. They get $20,000 and then they turn around and they're gonna go buy themselves a car, or they're gonna go buy $2,000 worth of wardrobe. That's the idea that we don't want. We don't want, the idea is that money is to be used for business purposes, okay? Because we know if it's gonna be used for business purposes, the company, after we do our underwriting, is gonna be able to pay back the loan that we give them, okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, another question, sorry.
That's okay.
About the business credit cards. So you are going to go with us to build that kind of credit to get our cards, or how does it work, or could you
Yes.
give me more information about
Yes. So what the business credit building program does is that once your company is established completely and you go through all the steps, through the software, okay, it's a software that you get into the program, and that software has 7 steps. Each step can have 10 categories. Okay, you have to go category by category, okay? Our advisory team will grab you by the hand and they'll actually stay on the phone with you for 2-3 hours telling you exactly what you have to do. But it's self-explanatory, you can do it yourself, but a lot of customers out there don't want to do it themselves. They want to, us to grab by the hand.
Company.
Exactly. So the way it works is that we go step by step, okay? Every time we go to the step, like let's get to where we're going to get to the Visa, MasterCard. Yes, we do recommend which are going to be the bank, which is going to be the one that's going to approve you for that credit card, Okay, so we do go step by step with you all the way through the process. Like I said, it's a 12-month program, but the first 30 days is very crucial. That's where we start building it. And then after the 30 days, 60, 90, that's when you start getting your credit cards. You'll be able to get a house under your company name, under your car, without using your information as personal guarantor. Okay? That's very important.
Okay.
We try to separate the two things. The personal information is separate from the business. Okay? Now, don't get me wrong. Some of the companies that we do work with, they will ask for social. It doesn't mean that they're gonna run credit or anything like that. When in our software, it's gonna give you different credit cards that you can apply with. Okay? And when you apply on the credit card, it would actually say on there, no personal guarantor, or the other one will say guarantor, no personal guarantor. The ones that it's always going to be is the one that says no personal guarantor.
Oh, okay.
But it would ask for the social due because they want to identify that that's you, but there's no inquiries, there's nothing, okay? So you don't have to worry about that.
Okay.
Okay?
Great. Good to know.
Yes.
What kind of loan would you have to get for the real estate investment?
When you're saying what kind of loan for the real estate investment, what are you?
Is it considered,
A traditional loan?
traditional?
Yeah. The real estate is strictly traditional loans for government, which is FHA conventional. Okay. Now, if we're doing, for example, an investment property, a rental, R&B properties, or and you need the money right away, or you're gonna buy a property that's in foreclosure or that's stressed out or something, something like that. We go ahead and what we do is we do the closing on those properties within 7 days. Okay, we loan you what it's called hard money. Okay, we loan you hard money at a very good interest rate for the first 12 months. Okay, then before the 12 months are over, we can turn around and refinance you again. Whichever way you want to go, traditional, if you're going to keep the property, if you're going to fix and flip it, it really depends what you want to do with the property. But that's the programs we have. Yes.
Regarding the foreclosure, you guys do that? If I were wanting to do a real estate investment on foreclosures, are you guys able to do that?
Yes, yes. We'll be able to do that. That's like I said. That would be called hard money because when you're buying a foreclosure, okay, some of the foreclosures out there, depending how quick the bank wants to sell it, or depending, sometimes you'll get a better deal if you're giving cash money. Okay, so that's where we come in and we'll give you some, we'll lend you the money to close it real quick within 7 to 10 days. Okay, that's it. Any more questions?
No.
Nothing? We're good? Okay.
Yes.
All right. Now, let's get to the part where you guys want to make the money, which is called the business loan as a business, okay? Number one, as I explained, we guide the client through the whole process to help him achieve his needs, okay? That's what we do from the beginning to the end, okay? Remember how I said we close 95% because the other 5% is what I call junk percentage because they lie. They did fraud on the application, they alter statements and things like that, okay? So that would be the process directly, starting from the lead, okay, which comes in from the social media. Then we continue with the sales rep doing the sales, then the closing, okay? We offer the client a deal, okay? If he accepts, we fund them, okay? So like I said, once we go through the deal with the customer, we tell him everything, the terms and conditions. He accepts it, within the same day he can get funded, or within 24 hours. The next day we'll fund that customer. Remember, the customer doesn't have to have good credit. All he has to have is the last 3 months bank statements of a business. They cannot use their personal information as business. It has to be a business account. Because legally we cannot withdraw out of their account, out of their personal account. It has to be a business, okay? Once the client is funded, we earn our commission, okay? We fund the customer, we get paid, all right? It's that easy, all right? Advantage of selling loans. You guys have to understand something, all right? You guys are gonna be offering you guys are gonna be offering money, okay? That's a commodity that everybody needs, okay? Personal loans, business loans, whatever it is, that's what rotates the world, money, okay? So you're gonna be offering money to your friends, to your neighbors, to anybody. I'm sure you guys know a business owner, your cousin owns a business, your friend owns a business. You must know somebody out there, okay? The way we work it is that you send us a customer, we take care of the rest. You guys don't have to do anything, okay? You don't have to get in touch with the client. We do the whole work for you guys, okay? So that becomes easy money for you guys, okay? So when that's easy money for you guys, that's money in your pocket, all right? Let me explain to you a little bit something that, since I've gotten into this business, that I forgot to tell you guys at the beginning, is that ever since I started this new business with the merchant cash advances in the last 5 years, my life has changed drastically. I travel a lot. I do what I want to do. If I wake up in the morning and I don't want to go to work, I don't go to work. And if I do work, I can be traveling and I can work from anywhere in the world. All I need is my laptop and a Wi-Fi. That's it, okay? Because you guys have to remember, I have a call center that takes care of all the sales, and I can be anywhere that I want to be, all right? For you guys, I'm offering it as a passive income, but this is what I do for a living. And I actually don't see it like a job. I actually see this, this is like a hobby for me because I love what I'm doing. I'm making money and I'm helping people make money to be able to take care of their needs, okay? So I want to pass this on to you guys and show you guys and not break the bank and investing in something to come on board with us, okay? It's something where, I mean, I would love to give it for free, but I can't give it for free because there's cost into this program, okay? So it's gonna be easy money where my agents right now, my agents that hardly do anything are making between $3,000 to $4,000. And the ones that are making money right now, they make about $15,000 to $20,000. So it's really up to you guys how you wanna control your own business. I'm here to show you guys, teach you guys what we do, how we work it, okay? We do everything for you guys. You guys don't have to do anything. Maybe just spend 15 to 20 minutes downloading the leads, which will show you that. And it's really easy, okay? But in our business, you're gonna be making a lot of money. It's period. Everything is timing. That's what it's all about, timing. Okay, now, so you guys can have an idea, okay, of how many businesses are out there, all right? Here in the United States, the whole United States, we have about 32.5 million small businesses and growing every day, all right? Which means that every day there's a mom and pop store opening up. Ever since COVID came out, people are working from their house. E-commerce is going overboard. You got the internet with all these new businesses. You got internet, offering, people offering coaching for different classes and different programs. So big advantages. They need money for that, for all that stuff. And where are they gonna get that money? They're gonna get it from you guys, okay? That's where they're gonna get the money because we're gonna do the loan. You guys are gonna bring them in and we're gonna do the loan for your customers, okay? Just in Georgia, and the reason why I'm saying Georgia, because I am right now in Georgia, okay? Just in Georgia, so bear in mind, just in the state of Georgia, there's 1.1 million small businesses, okay? Just in Georgia, all right? We have 50 states, okay? So you guys can just imagine how big the opportunity is to be making this money, all right? In 2019, okay, banks reported that they issued 2.7 billion in business loans, okay? In 2019, we don't have the statistics for 2020 and 2021, but in 2019, it's 2.7 billion in loans, okay? 2.7 billion. So we're in 2023. Imagine 2020, 2021, and 2022, okay? The new lending business, total reported for new lending businesses was $1 million in loan. That's for new businesses. This is traditional loans, okay? And we're talking here traditional loans. You can just imagine in cash advances, which is the alternative loan that we have. We got small businesses and small businesses here in Forsyth, small little county, where I'm at right now. There's 31,420. And I'm talking about a small county. We're not talking the whole United States, okay? This is a humongous opportunity, okay? Real big opportunity, okay? Which means that just here in Georgia, you guys saw what the numbers are. So imagine that you're going to have businesses in different parts of the states, okay? You're going to have all these businesses, all right? Now, pending sales increased, all right, in the Georgia market. We're just talking residential here in Georgia, okay? And in 2019 and 2021, okay, the statistics are is that it increased sales 5%, okay? Closed sales 7%, okay? New listing 7%. Median 18%. You guys can just see the numbers. I don't even have to go through it, okay? And that's just in Georgia, all right? Even how the economy is right now, people are still buying houses. People are still invested in properties, in commercial, on land, whatever you can think of, okay? There is very big opportunities out there, okay? We'll be able to help you guys sell, go through your sales. Like I said, this is a passive income. You do not have to do anything. But there's agents out there that wants to learn more, and we're here to support you, and we'll be able to help you learn more of the products of what the program is about, okay? Now, why join our group? All right. Number one, we offer a CRM. We haven't even spoken about the CRM. Our CRM is very high sophisticated software, okay? If you go out there and you try to get a CRM with everything that our CRM has, which is voice over IP, automatic text messaging, it tracks all the sales, it does everything, okay? In other words, once it goes through, if we put a lead through social media, and the social media and the AI gets it, automatically the AI is talking. It can be nighttime, everybody's sleeping. It's going to talk to the customer from anywhere, California, anywhere, different states. It's talking back and forth with the customer, and it actually makes an appointment. So the next day, when the call center opens, automatically they already have appointments set up for the sales reps to call them, okay? These CRMs, they cost you, like when I started with my CRM, I had to give them $1,500 down and pay $300 to $350 a month without having an AI in it, okay? Very simple CRM. CRMs are very expensive. And on top of that, every time you have something extra in it, they will charge you more. Our CRM has different campaigns. We do residential, we do commercial, we do all types of business loans, ERC. Our campaigns communicate with the customers day or night, okay? If you want the CRM, you can get it. It's $99 a month. Why do we recommend you to get the CRM? Because with the CRM, you can be anywhere in the world and open up your laptop and you can see the sales that are going on, what's going on with your customer, when did he get funded, why the customer didn't get funded, or maybe why did he get declined. Everything is in that CRM. If you want to contact somebody from your CRM from another part of the world, you have the voice over IP that's inside our CRM. You can text. So everything is in that CRM. We recommend it. But if you don't want to pay the $99, no problem. You don't have to. The only thing is that you're not going to be able to keep track of what's going on with your sales, and you just have to be patient and wait as the sales are coming through. You'll be getting emails and all that, okay? The call center. Our call center holds up to 125 people, okay? We have 125 seats, all right? So in other words, as many leads that we get, we can cover them, okay? In this game, it's a numbers game, which means is that we have to call the leads in the moment it comes in. We cannot let it get cold, because when that customer sends us the lead, that customer is sending the lead to us and to 2 or 3 different business brokers also. So at the moment we get that lead, automatically during the working hours, we call them, okay? A call center works from Monday to Saturday, okay? 6 days a week. Our website, when I spoke about the $99, okay, the website is included in there, all right? In our program, which is very, very economical, a hell of a bargain, I can say, the price of the program, which is lower than $2,000, okay? It includes the website, domain, and I'm not talking about any regular website, okay? You can go out there and get yourself a 5-page website, and that 5-page website can cost you $600-700, okay? This is not a regular website. We'll get you really, we have a website designer, part of our team. They'll design the whole website for you. We give you landing pages. You get a domain, hosting, everything's included in that package, okay? Like I said, we have over 30 years of experience between the call center, the underwriters, the lending, everything, the whole team. We have over 30 years of experience, okay? And the opportunity is to change your life. And that's what I want to do. I want to be able to change your life where you can spend more time with your family, you can travel more, and you'll be able to make more income. That's the idea. It's not how hard you work, okay? It's how smart you work. That's very important. You guys, a lot of people say, no, I gotta work hard because I wanna make my money this week and all that. No, it's how smart you work. Yes, you work more hours, but you work smarter, okay? That's very important. How smart you work, okay? Until now, there's companies right now, this day, like for example, you referred a friend of yours or something, they're only gonna give you $50, $100 for it. Not us, okay? We have 100 times more, you make 100 times more than a referral fee, okay? Which means is that if you turn around and you got a friend that owns a business, and then you know a banker, oh yeah, I have a friend of mine that's a banker, that banker's what? They're gonna invite you to dinner, or they're gonna take you somewhere to they'll give you a gift certificate, or give you $50, $100, hey, thank you very much. Why are you gonna do that? Don't lose that sale, okay? That can be part of your leads. You make 100 times what your friend's gonna give you in our program, okay? Because like I said, this program with merchant cash advances is really, really good money, okay? Your clients are gonna be satisfied once they get funded, and they're gonna call back. Well, not your clients. It's your client because it's your lead, but they're gonna call the call center, okay? Now, as I said, it's a bargain. You guys are gonna be able to get a program where you don't do anything. You don't have to do anything, okay? All you do is download the leads from anywhere in the world where you have a computer. Now, we work with you with the leads, okay? So that means that we have social medias that we can help you do campaigns, okay? But through social media, you have to be spending money every day to be able to get those leads. Those are the best leads, okay? Then you have the other leads that you can get from us that we sell by bulk, okay? Those leads, we sell it to you, you get them. All you do is spend 10-15 minutes, download and we'll teach you. You download it to your CRM, and automatically it starts communicating with the customers, and then it goes to the call center, okay? So, as we were talking about, the best part that you guys want to know is money. How much money you guys are gonna make, all right? Number one, we have productivity bonuses, okay? So in other words, you guys as our future agent partners, you guys are gonna be able to make bonuses. On top of making bonuses, what is it? It's more leads, more easy money. So the more leads we get, okay, the more money you're gonna make, because we're gonna be able, thank you, we're gonna be able to close those leads, okay? So that's very important. The more we sell, the more you earn, okay? Let me explain. Our program that we have, we don't make no money off of it, okay? I mean, we're charging below $2,000. I mean, just a CRM, to get started with a CRM, you're gonna be paying $250 a month, okay? If you're gonna build the website, depending on what kind of website you wanna get, you spend $1,000, $1,500. If you wanna go cheap, $700. And then on top of that, you have to turn around and you have to see what products you're gonna sell. And then wait for it to come in and you have to work it yourself. There's nothing wrong with that, okay? Once you become your own entrepreneur, it's awesome, all right? There's nothing wrong with that. But why invent the wheel if it's already invented? We have the program, we have the team, we have everything to be able to take care of your customers, okay? So, don't go through all the headache, you know. I will show you that you will make 100 times more in less time and investing in this program than you guys going out there yourself and trying to do it, okay? Like I said, it's below $2,000. We give you all the tools and we're there with you guys at all times, okay? Commission for business loans are 0.017 base points when funded, okay? You guys do the number. An average business loan through merchant cash advance is $20,000 to $30,000, okay? So, let's say you're bringing in 10, 15 leads a day, okay? Usually, if you don't know nothing about social media, through Facebook, if you spend between $20 to $25 a day, okay, you're looking at getting between 5 to 7 leads a day, okay? But the way that we have it is not junk leads, okay? Those 7 leads will close between 1 or 2 deals. The average is between $20,000 to $30,000 each loan. And you make 0.017 base points on the amount that is closed, okay? So just do the numbers. Commission for real estate loans. If an average house is about $295,000, okay?